Welcome, foolish mortals.
So, time to review the latest bounties. Tarkas Norgaean, human smuggler, last seen on Vandor in the Slough sector. Looks good. Not very fond of water worlds, but worth a try at least. Gotta pay for the ship's maintenance somehow. And Sandy Yogro, Dathomirian sorceress and parole jumper, last seen on Geonosis in the Outer Rim. Well, that's a bit more challenging, but nothing I can't handle. We better start with Norgaean, though. He's the easiest mark, and for now, I probably need something simple to teach the new meat. What a pain. I never asked for this. The holo projector. Ah, better see who it is. Hello? Who is this? Oh, that name. You must be the new hunter the guild picked up last week. Yes, I'm your new official chaperone. Everyone in the guild calls me Red, or Crimson. Why? You'll see for yourself when you meet me. This hologram doesn't get my best side across, if you get my meaning. Okay, make for the starport at the edge of town. I'll meet you there. We need to prep the ship for immediate takeoff. Your first bounty isn't going to catch himself. Ah, there you are. Yes, this is Mandalorian armor with the helmet to match. Bright red, too. If you couldn't tell, this is why they call me Red. Yes, I'm a Mandalorian. Well juiced, Master Detective. What? No, I'm not forced to wear this helmet all the time. What gave you that idea? Oh, I get it. You met Children of the Watch, didn't you? Never you mind who they are. All you need to know is that they're fanatics and they don't represent my culture. Or any other Mandalorian culture for that matter. Now, enough chatter. We're going back to my ship. Yeah, that's my ship. Big modified Firespray 31 class ship. Little unwieldy. Still has some tags from its old home of Uvo 4. Whoever sold it to me was too cheap to get rid of the old paint job. I had to subsidize that, along with sundry repairs and fixes, out of my own pay. It's annoying, but a bounty hunter with a wonky ship is a lot better off than a bounty hunter with no ship. Yeah, you're right. It's not the Millenium Falcon. It's not even the same class of ship. Try not to look so disappointed, would you? Now, let's get inside. So, let me explain what's going to happen next. You can consider it a fairly typical procedure for this line of work. We're going to travel to an icy rock called Vandor in the mid-rim. There, we're going to hunt down some little nerve burner called Tarkad Norgaean who has a reasonably sized bounty of 5,000 credits on his head. Preferably, we bring him in alive. It's less messy than killing him, and it leaves the possibility that he'll do something stupid again, which lets us recollect his bounty, plus whatever interest he's made. Then, when we nab him, we put him in carbonite, bring him back here, and he gets shipped off to prison. From there, we pick a new target, and we repeat the process. We may pick up additional bounties while we're in the area, but, for now, Norgaean is our primary objective. I'll handle the bulk of the work this time, but as we pick up more bounties to collect, more of the responsibility will fall upon your shoulders. Of the 5,000 credits for this bounty, you get 2. Sadly, it won't get you anything on its own, but in time, you'll accumulate enough credits that you can buy your own ship, and the experience will stand to you enough that you can hunt on your own bounties. How do I mean by that? Well, on our second bounty outing, it will fall to you to do more of the work, as I said. By the 5th hunt, you'll do most of the hunting yourself, and I will only provide support when necessary. Once you have 10 separate bounties, you'll be considered experienced enough to work alone. You can go freelance, even if you want. Regardless, you too can be called upon to teach new rookies the tricks of our trade eventually, once you've been determined a master, as I have, and then the cycle will continue. So, do you have any questions before we set out? Why don't we go after higher value bounties? First, because you're not ready, and second, because even if you were, higher value bounties, say 20 to 50,000 credits each, are generally considered well armed and extremely dangerous. You don't get a bounty like that by being a cuddly koala bear. Yes, going after them is an easy way to get yourself killed. If you want to survive, you go after the boring, but very practical, and money-saving, life-saving even, bounties like this one. Are the people we go after bad people? Odd question for you to ask, but usually, yes. Criminals make enemies of planetary governments as a part of the job. That nets them bounties, and that means we go after them. But sometimes, your bounty is just some poor sap who got on the wrong side of a tyrant, or a buckethead, or some old fool in the Justice Department on whatever planet. Their coin pays exactly the same as anyone else's, though. That's why we take those bounties as well. Doesn't this planet fall under the New Republic's sanction? No, who told you that? In fact, most of this area is out of their jurisdiction. With the Empire's fall, it's now down to every single planet and system in the outlying corners of the galaxy to decide for themselves who's in charge, if anyone. We are just one of several independent operations active at the moment, especially in this area. Are there any parts of the Empire still around? Yes, but they're nowhere near at the same level of power they used to be. Some of them are dirty, desperate men, often struggling to be the I'm sorry. They struggle to hold on to whatever power they have, and what little they do have is barely enough to control a single planet at a time. If we run into them, they won't be a match for you. Not even you. This isn't how you pictured bounty hunting? You thought we'd be more like that Han Solo character, did you? Well, Do me a favor and cast aside any notions you have of this being a noble profession, full of heroes who take down corrupt governors and only fly ships that look good for heroes. It's not. This is a complicated profession, and it falls to everyone in it to decide how honest or treacherous, nice or cruel they are. As long as the credits cash correctly, no one raises an eye. Everyone tends their own garden first, and then, only then, do they decide to worry about other people's affairs. Yes, you'll meet your fair share of scumbags, and have the satisfaction of blasting their heads off, or dragging them in for a payday. But sometimes the person paying you is more scummy than the person you caught. That's just a risk of the job. But there's honest work to be done if you're willing to tough it out. So, are you, or do I have to send you home to Mommy and Daddy? No, you'll stay. Okay then. Get in the co-pilot seat. We take off in 5 minutes.